studying musical theatre at Goldsmiths University. I'm in my first year. I've had dyslexia since I was maybe 6 years old. I've struggled with it my entire life, and dyscalculia too. And it was difficult growing up, of course, wanting to pursue acting, but it hasn't really held me back from much. It affected me in school when having to read books for English class, or specifically maths. I struggled to reach a specific year level in maths, so I eventually had to drop out and do my own type of maths, which helped me long term. I had teachers that would take me away and do private lessons with me, or I would take my own time or search up YouTube videos that would help me. But otherwise, yeah, I just went at my own pace, and instead of it being something I had to do, I made it a more enjoyable task for myself. I got actually one of the highest grades in my English class because I decided to go down more of a creative writing route, which obviously is where my creativity is rooted from, so yeah. The doctor looked deep into my eyes. There's nothing there, nothing I can find. The words he spoke echoed in the channels of my mind. He showed me a snapshot of the back of my eye. Blood vessels, circles, red, sort of pinky. The retina's clear and the optic nerve good. You are perfectly able to see as you should. The eyes work together, no hint of a squint. You can blink to a threat. You don't need specs. I am not sure there is anything more I can do. He sat back in his chair with a kind of friendly smile. So what is it, Doc? Why can't I see? I breathed in an inaudible, exasperated sigh. Why is the word such a mystery to me? The doctor looked puzzled and scratched his nose. I'll give it some thought. I don't really know how. I think I'll refer you to a guy in Glasgow. But how come I fail to see everything? Why do I struggle to go down the stairs? Even under my nose, I don't seem aware. I am really confused when I enter a room. The noise, the clutter and war in my brain. In 6 months, I'll see you again. Let's see how it goes and if it improves. But doctor, in school I can't follow the class. The lessons are baffling and the board overwhelming. The walls chaotic, the lights hurt my eyes. Miss Reed talks so fast and all her writing is small. My grades are suffering. I'm worried I'll fail. I'm losing my sleep and I have panic attacks. I stopped to gather my thoughts. I took a deep breath, and also I swallowed hard and then continued slowly this time. After I calmed myself down, I nearly forgot there's one other thing. Movement confuses me, even when it's slow. I have problems in car parks. I can't tell when a car stops or goes. It's really annoying. Sometimes I stand in case I'm run over. Oh, another thing. I can't see the ball when it flies in the air. It's either too fast or maybe too small. Tennis or cricket, you can forget it. Balloons are okay, they're big and they're bright, and they don't move so fast. I wish that the world was a great big balloon, bouncing through space just like the moon. I started to daydream, paused to reflect. I imagined a ball to fly across the blue sky, slowly, gracefully in my mind's eye. Look, said the doctor, there's a teacher I know who can help adapt things and speak to the school. But what can I do? That's only half of it. I paused. I'll try to explain again. But have you got time? Go on, I'm listening. He looked at his screen. It's a problem with faces. I mix people up. It's like Picasso, my brain distorts everybody. Their eyes, mouth, and nose have been drawn to the jigsaw and all jumbled up. I recognize no one, not even my friends. It's beyond embarrassing. Can you imagine? That must be so hard for you, he said, empathizing. But what you're describing is not in your eyes. Your brain seemed to have had certain cells for faces. It looks like they're missing or maybe not working. There's a place in the hospital that deals with neurology. I'll make a referral if it's okay with you. Doctor, I fear I'm hogging your time. I know that you're busy. You have others to see. I took a deep breath and let out a sigh. But it's really not easy to talk about this. It's like I see one thing, but in the whole scene I miss. In my world, things pop in and then they pop out. Bizarre or what? One minute I see it, and the next thing it's gone. It's like that trick I saw on the internet. The blue circle fades when you stare at the dot. If only my world were like that illusion. One thing to look at without distraction. He looked at me curiously. He put his pen in his mouth. Interesting, he said. It's attention more than anything. I feel like the world's in competition. I can't seem to focus on two things at once, like parallel lines on a railway track. There's a long stretch of steel that goes on for miles, but there's only one line I can see coming back. Am I crazy? Please don't say that. Please say that I'm not. He waved his hand, flicked a fly from his face. No, you're lucid and clear. Of course you're not crazy. I can understand every word that you say, but I've not come across a problem like this. It's rare. I know. Yes, I know, I said, sitting back in my chair. And sometimes I'm terrified, anxious and fearful. My insides are churning. I feel so alone. No one knows what I'm going through. I stopped talking. There was silence as my words sunk in. Then I continued, remembering and reflecting. Some kids said I'm clumsy, because I bump into walls. See this bruise on my head? It happened in school yesterday. What's this? Can I see what's ahead? My reactions are slow, so I collide with anything in my way, like a door. And of course, as I said, I'm on the floor. He nodded and smiled. Genuine, I thought. I do like his manner. I started to stammer and find my words. When I'm in the canteen, sometimes they laugh at me. I put out my hand to pick up my coffee and knock the cup over to see all my books. It's hard to explain. I don't see where I'm looking. Exactly the spot where it really could be. My eyes, brain, and hand not working together. My fingers and pupils seem to be out of sync. Is it weird? Is it odd? Am I a case for the shrink? He leaned forward and looked at me, gentle and comforting. You know, he said, what you're describing to me as a doctor, it's quite fascinating. I'll see you in 3 months' time. I'll also refer you to someone more primed. In case like yours, confirmed. Less to the eye, aligned more to the brain.
Did you find the reading difficult?
I mean, for me, because obviously I read scripts because I'm studying acting. Either my glasses has a tint in it, like a pink tint, or I highlight it pink and then I can read it fine. It's how my brain works and connects to color. It's really odd. So if this were highlighted in pink, I probably would not have messed it up. Yeah.
The tinted glasses actually make a difference with dyslexia.
Yeah, it's different with everybody though. Some is green, some is blue.
Right.
Might not even be anything at all.
If you had any advice for somebody with dyslexia, what would you say?
I would say keep working at what you want to do because it shouldn't have to interrupt in anything or any dream you have.
Right.
Hasn't interrupted me. Just made things a little difficult once in a while.
Brilliant. Well, thanks, Emily. That's brilliant.
Thank you.
Very much.